Hi guys, welcome back to this space. I know it's everyone's dream that the career that you're going to choose is a career that is going to take you far, and it's a career that is going to sustain you. Probably you've taken up a certain loan and you want to be ahead, or you want to take an extra mile for your education. You obviously want uh, the career path that you're going to go along with. It's going to compensate you, or like you're going to get a job that is going to help you to settle down that loan, because you don't want a career that you'll eventually regret upon taking that path. Yeah, so there are various important things that you're supposed, like probably you want to change your career path, or it's maybe you've completed your high school and you want to further your studies, and now this is the beginning of you like starting a new career journey. There are some of the tips that you need to consider while choosing your career path. So guys, make sure like you like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. Number one, you obviously want to look to go along the path whereby you have an interest in that career, you're passionate about it, and you want to do something that is going to that you enjoy doing. But also, I also want to add up on to those 2 points. You also have to look for something that is practical, yeah, something that is technical. Like, ensure that you gain skills that, even though the job market, like, you don't have to be employed, you can do that by yourself. Like, you can create employment for yourself. I don't know if it's making sense. So like technical, there's so many. You can also opt to take a technical course because it's all about practicability. You can also employ yourself. Like, even though there will be no opportunities for you, you know that I know by doing this I'm going to, like, it's going to create for me a source of income. Then number two, if you are choosing a certain career path, or you want to change your career, you need to look and see what are the requirements that you require to have, because there are certain jobs that require certain certifications, and maybe they require a degree. So what you want to do is invest. Obviously this implies that you're going to invest a certain portion of money for you to get that education, and so that you can get that employment. So once you'll have, like, if it's a loan, you'll have to take up maybe a certain loan for you to get that education, and you want a job that is going to help you pay back that loan. Then number three, what you want to check is your desired salary. Ensure that you do your research. If you have to go, like, maybe you know people that are working in a certain career path that you want to pursue, ensure that you consult with them and understand, like, the average net worth that they get to be paid, because you don't want, you obviously you have a goal of the amount of money that you would love for you to be paid. So ensure that you don't pursue a career that is going to pay you below your expectations and what you desire. And if you have to go even and research in different cities and understand the the average amount that the employees get to be paid, just do that for you to know, like, what career should I take along. Yeah, so that you can even be contented. Like, you'll not regret once you know, like, you'll even make a. So what you want to do is choose an area that is going to help you achieve and fulfill your financial obligation. The other thing is that you need to do your research and understand, does this career that I want to pursue, am I a travel buddy? Am I the kind of a person who enjoys traveling? Maybe the career that you want to choose requires, like, for you to travel. Are you comfortable traveling? Are you the kind of a person who enjoys moving? If you're not, you shouldn't obviously settle on career path that, like, for instance, sales, like consulting, you need to be moving, like, you need to be on the move at all times. Are you that kind of a person? So ensure that you do your research. Do Will this career that I want to pursue require, are there travel requirements for me? And then now you can now decide on the kind of a job that you are going to eventually settle on. Then the next point that you need to consider is the work-life balance. So there are those jobs that they tend to consume much of your time. Yeah, like most of the time you'll find that you don't even have time for yourself. Like all the time you're always at work. So maybe you want some time for yourself. Ensure that you consult with them, with the employer, like if you're given leaves or even you're given time like to go for vacations. And if at all there are those days that you can be released earlier because you want to spend more time with your family. So ensure that you do some research and ensure that like not like most of your time you're not engaging at work. Like there's also some time, there is the work-life balance. There are those jobs, honestly, that will completely consume like all of your time. Even you don't have time for yourself. So you want to find like your employee is the kind of a person who is flexible. Like probably he or she considers maybe giving you leave days, or there are those days that you can even leave earlier because everyone needs some time, even to breathe, to spend time with your family, to spend time with yourself. So ensure that you do your research so that you can not settle on a certain career path whereby like you find yourself like you find that most of your time you're always on the move working, like you don't rest. So that's another factor that you need to settle down when you're trying to find a career path or you want to change a career. Then this other point, like I find this so important. I know the rest are also important, but I find this particular point very important. Like every person who is completing their studies, or they need to understand and research sana about the job market, and they need to look further to see like the career that they are going to take along or they are going to focus on over a certain period of time. Will this career still be on demand, or is it there for a certain period of time and then it's not on demand anymore? So do your research and find the careers that are on demand in the market. Yeah, because you don't want to spend all of your time and all of your money on a certain career and then at the end of it all you don't get a job. That is so frustrating, and this is a discussion that needs like it's this is an important discussion that the new people that are getting out of high school, the people who are now going to school to join the campuses or colleges, universities, they need to have this conversation. They need to understand that the career that they are going to pursue, it's a career that is going to eventually even compensate them. Like hawata feel like wameji waste all those years, because it's so frustrating. Like you've taken maybe a student loan, you've studied, and you are hoping that you're going to pay that by you getting a job, and then ukitoka ukimaliza shule after you've graduated, you've tarmacked for so much time and you're not getting a job. So guys, make sure that you do your research on the therefore find jobs that will never lack a demand, and jobs that you can even employ yourself. Yeah, and that's why I was insisting on having skills and doing a technical skill or a career that you can even employ yourself, even though there are not enough jobs for you. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you've watched up to this far, I always say thank you so much. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye till next time.